Boy, your daddy should have taught you something better, my nigga. Your daddy ain't taught you shit. That's on my mama, that's on my soul. Your daddy ain't taught you shit, bro. I done looked out for you, my nigga, in a lot of ways. Boy, straight up, it encouraged you, nigga. Kept you from getting hurt. You don't even know. Especially I done put money in your pocket. You ain't never put $1 in mine. Fuck you mean you put money in the white boy pocket? When you beat the white boy up right there on camera for him. You put it in the white boy pocket, almighty. You never made sure we won. Your daddy should be ashamed of you. For real. Just played for too long and tried to act like it was something that they wasn't. Hey, my I am who I am. So I match up with their energy and who they really are. And if a see me and got a problem with me, my hey, do what you do. But I match your ass up, nigga, with the f say you on. And you gonna get that. That's just what it is. I don't give a about none of that drag. You get roasted. I make more money off you than you ever made off me. Me and you can fight whatever. You never would make the money off me that I made off you. God made sure. Because you tried to play me, bro. And I never tried to play you. Still. And if I see you, my man, you really got a problem with me, bro. Hey, no gun, no nothing. Hey, I'm gonna run it with you, homie. I really looked out for your little stupid ass. And you really try to dog this, bro, because you think you know something.
You really a buster, homie. That's on my mama, man. You really is.
I'm gonna see you, though, because I know that word, man. There's really some fighting words, homie. I don't like you. I think you really play hug shit. Even when I try to keep it pimping. I step on my t-shirts, everything. Like, B, that's what you want? That's what you want. Man, bet. It don't stop past me, almighty. You better stop that shit. You better cut that shit out. For real, homie. You play a dangerous game. I don't knock your daddy in there. It's nothing but love to him, homie. But not everybody can stop everything.
Sharp, probably pacing in his living room like a caged tiger, phone in hand, Instagram story camera rolling as he unleashes a torrent of rage on almighty suspect. This isn't a polished podcast clip or a scripted YouTube video. It's raw, unfiltered, the kind of energy you get when you've been betrayed by someone you thought was your boy, and now you're ready to air it all out for the world to see. Sharp's not mincing words. He's accusing suspect of being disloyal, of chasing clout at the expense of others, of putting money in the white boy's pocket while neglecting the people who had his back, like Sharp himself. It's a roast so savage it could grill a steak to medium rare, with Sharp painting suspect as a sellout who's been playing a dangerous game with his antics, from physical altercations to shady business move. The Instagram story is a digital battlefield, and Sharp's swinging verbal haymakers like he's Mike Tyson in a grudge match, warning suspect that if they cross paths, it's on sight. No guns, just fists and the kind of street cred that doesn't come with a SoundCloud link. Because this isn't just a beef between two former no-jumper hosts. It's a snapshot of 2025, where the internet is a gladiatorial arena, and everyone's fighting for relevance in a sea of algorithms, cancellations, and viral clips. No Jumper, for the uninitiated, is the podcast empire built by Adam22, the self-styled Howard Stern of hip-hop, who's made a career out of interviewing rappers, influencers, and anyone with a pulse and a controversy. Sharp and almighty suspect were once key players in this ecosystem, hosting shows, dropping hot takes, and navigating the chaotic waters of internet fame. But by 2025, both have parted ways with No Jumper, and the bad blood is thicker than a milkshake from a broken blender. Sharp's Instagram story rant, posted sometime in the chaotic haze of early 2025, is the culmination of months, maybe years, of tension, with suspect's recent behavior pushing Sharp over the edge. We're talking physical altercations caught on camera, shady networking moves, and a general vibe of disloyalty that's got Sharp ready to throw hands and hashtags in equal measure. As a liberal, I'm cackling like a hyena at a comedy roast, because this beef is peak internet absurdity. Sharp's not just dragging suspect for being a bad friend. He's exposing the whole rotten system that turns creators into clout-chasing mercenaries, willing to stab their allies in the back for a few extra views. Suspect's antics, from beating up some unnamed white boy on camera to cozying up to the wrong crowd, are the kind of behavior that thrives in a world where attention is currency and loyalty is a liability. Sharp's rant is a cry for accountability, a demand that suspect stop playing the game like it's a zero-sum hustle where only one person gets to eat. And the Instagram story format? It's perfect, ephemeral, raw, the digital equivalent of shouting your grievances from a rooftop before the wind carries them away. It's like Sharp saying, "I'm done with your nonsense, suspect, and I'm telling the world before this story disappears in 24 hours. Because this isn't just about Sharp and Suspect. It's about a cultural moment where the internet has turned friendship into a transaction, loyalty into a meme, and beef into a business model. No Jumper was once a cultural hub, a place where rappers and influencers could speak their truth without the corporate filter. But by 2025, it's become a revolving door of egos, with hosts like Sharp and Suspect jumping ship amid drama, accusations, and the kind of bad behavior that makes you wonder if anyone's actually friends or just faking it for the clout. Sharp's rant is a window into this chaos, a glimpse of a world where creators are expected to hustle 24/7, network with anyone who will boost their brand, and throw their allies under the bus if it means a viral moment. Suspect's alleged antics, beating up someone on camera, putting money in the white boy's pocket, probably a dig at Adam22 or another no-jumper figure, are the symptoms of this disease, and Sharp's the doctor prescribing a dose of brutal honesty. The white boy's pocket line is where Sharp gets surgical, and it's a doozy. He's accusing Suspect of selling out, of prioritizing clout and cash over the people who had his back, like Sharp, who claims he put money in Suspect's pocket without getting a dime in return. It's a classic betrayal narrative, the kind you'd find in a mob movie or a Shakespearean tragedy, except the setting is Instagram and the stakes are likes, not lives. As a liberal, I'm torn between laughing at the pettiness and wincing at the truth. The internet economy rewards those who hustle hardest, even if it means screwing over your friends. Suspect's alleged altercation, caught on camera for all to see, isn't just a flex, it's a performance, a way to boost his brand at the expense of others. Sharp's calling it out, saying, "You're not just hurting people, you're lining the pockets of the same system you claim to be against." It's a savage burn, and it lands like a meteor in a world where authenticity is as rare as a politician keeping a promise. This whole saga is like a digital Game of Thrones where the Iron Throne is a verified X account, the dragons are viral clips, and everyone's betraying everyone else for a shot at the crown. Sharp's the knight who swore loyalty to the cause, only to watch his brother-in-arms, Suspect, sell out to the Lannisters of clout. The Instagram story is his war cry, a declaration that he's done playing nice in a world where nice guys finish last, or worse, get roasted in the comments. Suspect's bad behavior is the wildfire, burning bridges and reputations with every reckless move, while Sharp's rant is the water bucket, trying to douse the flames before they consume everything. But the tragedy? This is the internet, folks. There's no putting out the fire because the fire is the show, and we're all watching with popcorn in hand. The dangerous game warning is where Sharp's rant gets real, and it's chilling. He's not just mad, he's ready to throw hands, promising that if he sees Suspect in person, it's going down, no guns needed. It's a reminder that internet beef isn't just digital, it's personal, visceral, the kind of grudge that can spill into the real world with real consequences. As a liberal, I'm screaming into the void, because this is what happens when the internet turns friendship into a blood sport. Sharp's not just calling out Suspect's behavior, he's drawing a line in the sand, saying, "You crossed me and I'm not letting it slide." It's a moment of raw, human anger in a world that's all about performance, and it's both thrilling and terrifying. Because let's be real, in 2025, a beef like this doesn't end with a handshake. It ends with a viral clip, a diss track, or worse, a fistfight caught on a bystander's iPhone. The no-jumper context gives this rant extra spice, because it's not just about two guys beefing, it's about the implosion of a cultural institution. No Jumper was once the pulse of hip-hop culture, a platform where artists could speak freely and hosts like Sharp and Suspect could build their brands. But by 2025, it's a house of cards, with hosts jumping ship, Adam22 facing accusations of everything from shady business deals to enabling toxic behavior, and the whole operation feeling like a reality show that's one bad episode away from cancellation. Sharp's rant is a symptom of this chaos. A cry from someone who thought he was part of a family only to realize it was a business, and a cutthroat one at that. Suspect's alleged disloyalty isn't just personal. It's a betrayal of the no-jumper dream, the idea that you could build something real in a world that's all about fakeness. This is where I start ranting like I'm auditioning for a TED Talk in a burning building. Because the internet economy, with its endless hustle and zero loyalty, is a microcosm of everything wrong with capitalism. No Jumper sold itself as a meritocracy. Work hard, be real, and you'll make it big. But the reality? It's a Shark Tank, where creators like Sharp and Suspect are pitted against each other, fighting for scraps while the platform rakes in the views. Suspect's bad behavior, beating up someone on camera, networking with the white boy, is the kind of hustle that thrives in this system, where attention is king and morality is a distant cousin. Sharp's rant is a rebellion against that, a demand for accountability in a world where accountability is as rare as a bipartisan bill. But it's also a cry into a void, because the system is built to reward the sharks, not the rebels.